Hello guys. So if you should come across this kind of question in JAMB 2025, can you solve this? This is organic chemistry. Can you solve it? If not, I'm here to help you. Now, when solving organic chemistry, there are things you have to know. Number one, you have to know the bond type. You have to understand which kind of bond, what bond is in this equation. As you can see, this is a single bond, single bond, single bond, single bond, single bond, and single bond. Now, when you come across a single bond, it is an saturated hydrocarbon. They usually have a single bond, but bond type, bond type, a single bond. This is a single bond. A single bond are the alkanes. The alkanes are the ones that have this single bond. And when you come across the double bond, those that have the double bond are the alkene, and the triple bond are the alkyne. Now, you have to first identify the bond. Does this equation have a single bond? Does it has a double bond, or does it have a triple bond? If it has a single bond, it will be alkane. If this same equation has a double bond, it will be alkene, and if it also has a triple bond, it will be alkyne. Now, just don't rush. Just don't worry. You will learn everything. Now, as you have identified this, now another thing we have to identify is the homologous series in this. Now, let's count the carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, let's count this backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. As you can see, now, how many carbon atoms are here? There are 5. And in the homologous series, there are the 5, and a carbon atom that has 5 any element that has 5 atoms, it means that it is a propane. It follows under propane. Now let me show you. We have number one, we have the met, which is the methane, but I'll be only bringing out the prefix met. We have the it, which is the ethane. We have the prop, which is the propane. We have the but, which is the butane, and we have the it, which is the ethane. But we have the last one, which is pep, which is the peptane. I'm sorry, peptane. Now, when you see this kind of, since this equation has single bond, and remember, single bonds are alkane. Now, what are you going to do? Since this element compound is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it is 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is peptane. Now, and you bring out pept, and you, because of it's fall under a single bond, you remove this suffix ane and add it become peptane. And if the same equation falls under a double bond, example, if this come and have a double bond here, if it come and have a double bond here, now it will now become peptine. And if it come and have another a triple bond, it will now become peptine, and so on. That's how it works. Now, after identifying the bonds, now the next thing we are going to do, after you have identified the bonds, now we have to identify the functional group in this. What is the functional group? As you can see, this is an aldehyde. It is an aldehyde. Its name is aldehyde. It's a functional group, but I'll teach it in my next video. Just try to follow me. It is an aldehyde. This is bromide, but let us call it bromo. It is bromide, bromo. Now, when you are about to name this compound, where will you start? First, you will start from the longest chain or the shortest chain or the functional group. Where would you start? Now, we are going to start here. Why? Now, the reason we are going to start in the functional group because it has the highest priority. Now, I'll teach that in my next video, because if I teach it now, it might disengage you from what I'm teaching. But always note to start from the functional group. Now, This is the functional group. Now, where are we going to start to count? Okay, should we start here? Now, let's try to start here. This is 1, 2, 3. Remember that this thing is bromide, and these are two. We are trying to name this compound. There are two, bromo. These are two elements. Now, when naming them, it becomes di. Two is di. So we are now going to bring it like this. We are going to bring it like this. We are going to bring it like this. 2, 3, 2, 3 dibromo peptanal. 2, 3 dibromo peptanal. Why do we put this peptanal? Because it was peptane. Then we change it to peptanal because of the functional group. The functional group take place here. So as you can see, the functional group is what changed it. You must always remember to add the functional group, the prefix or the suffix of the functional group. It now becomes dibromopeptanal. But what if I could shock you that this answer is not correct? Why? Because we didn't start from the functional group to count. So it is not correct. It is wrong. So if you are starting to count, now let's start again. Let's start from here. Because of we are starting from the functional group, now we'll start counting from the first carbon atom. 1, 2, 3. As you can see, 3 and 4 falls under bromide, which is the di, the 2. Now it becomes 3, 4 dibromo peptanal. It now becomes 3, 4 dibromopeptanal, which is the correct answer. Because JAMB can destroy you at any time. They can bring this one and because the pressure and everything, you just choose this one. You have to check your answer, check the functional group, and check everything. Always remember, when you're naming compound, there are specific things to know. Number one, you must identify the bond type. When you're identifying the bond type, you must identify whether is it a single bond, double bond, or a triple bond. Remember that a single bond is alkane, a double bond is alkene, and a triple bond is alkyne. After identifying it, you have to count the number of carbon atoms there. After counting the number of carbon atoms there, after counting it, which one is for example, if this have only 4 carbon atoms, let me close this one. If it has only 4 carbon atoms, it will now become but, and will now become butane. It now becomes butane. Instead of becoming peptanal, what we're supposed to have what's supposed to be here supposed to be butanal, but since it is 5 carbon atoms, it will now become peptanal. Now I'm going to give you a short quiz to solve now. Just solve it. So I hope you are done. So what's your answer? Whatever is your answer, just put it in the comment section. Then if you think I'm doing a great job, please try to give me a follow, because from now on I'll be dropping the hardest topic in JAMB. You have only few weeks to JAMB now, and I'll be dropping the hardest topic. If you want to cover up to 80% of JAMB, now I'll be dropping the hardest topic every single day. Now please try to give me a follow, and if you think a great job, please. But if you don't think I'm doing a great job, please come into the comment section and insult me. This will help motivate and for me to. Thank you very much and have a nice day.